This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Spoiler number one is Dr. Lee frowns. It stinks.
What is going on? What is going on?
Episode 102, Submission 114. The Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest on Nick at Night. The Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest on Nick at Night occurred around Halloween time of 1990.
More specifically, the week of October 28th to November 4th.
Nick at Night's Dead Giveaway with host Wink Martindale.
Here's how to play the game. Watch as much Hitchcock as you can and keep track of those dead bodies. Then estimate how many you think will die in our entire 140-episode marathon. Stay tuned for the 800 hotline numbers so that you can call in your guess. All correct guesses enter a random drawing, and the lucky 13 chosen will win a murder mystery dinner cruise. Watch Hitchcock. Count the dead. You could win. That's Nick at Night's Dead Giveaway.
Chico, I think Nick at Night was a very formative network in our childhoods.
Oh, you have no idea. I remember I saw all the greats on Nick at Night during elementary school. I know my bedtime was like at 9 o'clock, which was basically 1 hour after Nickelodeon ended and Nick at Night signed on. But I did have some sleepless nights in my childhood, and I did sneak a few airings. Not only that, I remember back when I was a kid, and I woke up early just so I can catch Dobie Gillis, which was the last show that Nick at Night ran before it turned it over to Nickelodeon.
Oh, you wanted to get your Bob Denver fix.
Damn right. Yep.
Oh, I was all about My Three Sons, because Fred McMurray. Come on. Lassie was Mr. Ed. You can't forget about Mr. Ed.
Obviously. Mr. Ed, I believe, is the official horse of this podcast. Maybe.
No, he's
the
the
official horse.
That's right, Mike Francesa. He's the official horse of this podcast. Just like how McLean Stevenson is the patron saint of this podcast.
Damn right.
Dragnet, of course.
SCTV. The first 4 seasons of SNL.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they did
the Patty Duke Show.
Oh.
I was all about the Patty Duke Show, yo. I was all about the Patty Duke Show.
Oh, Patty Duke Show. Oh, that's a classic. Patty and her identical cousin just causing mayhem.
Yeah. Liv and Maddie just ripped it off. Anyway.
Yeah. But, of course, one particular show that was very important in Nick at Night was Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Yep. Because remember, Viacom didn't have the rights to the Twilight Zone yet. So
No, because it would just be Viacom didn't merge with CBS until the mid-90s?
Right. And that would be the mid to late 90s. Anyway.
Yeah, they've merged like 3 times in their history.
Yeah, that is the craziest shotgun wedding I think I have ever been a party to, and I live in the South.
I don't know what the Redstone family does. But
yeah, I don't want to know what the Redstone family does. This is a family show, damn it. Well, you better watch that there. You better watch that right there. This is a family show right here. All right.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It introduced us to the classic theme song of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. And of course you had the great opening of the silhouette of Alfred Hitchcock.
Matching up with the drawing of Alfred Hitchcock, and basically, who can forget Alfred Hitchcock in his very droll British sort of way, introducing every show like, good evening.
And he tell us what we're about to see in the episode.
Yes?
Good evening. Something must be done about this. On this roof alone, there are 3 reindeer and a stork caught in the antennae. We certainly can't have that. It interferes with reception. The picture becomes quite grotesque. Allow me to illustrate. You see what I mean? It's rather like home movies made by Picasso or someone. But enough of this. You tuned in to see a story, and I'm certain you don't want to spend the time looking at a negative. But first, 1 minute from a man who is a positive thinker.
Again, in his very droll, matter-of-fact, deadpan snark, if you will. It was a really good watch.
Oh yeah. But the best part of these episodes would be whenever someone, and as patented as Alfred Hitchcock does, when someone would die.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're watching a very classic Alfred Hitchcock Presents. If somebody dies within the first 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. It's like oh, they're off. Dead.
It's like you look at one of the cast members and you can tell, oh, he's about to die. That guy right there, he's about to die.
He's only here to further the plot. There he goes.
Yep, he's about to. Okay, he's about to die. Yeah, he just discovered something. Yeah, now he's definitely gonna die. And then 5 minutes later, he did.
Yeah. But man, on this show, you had so many classic guest stars on this show. I'm looking at Truth by Consensus Wikipedia. Had such stars like Dick York.
Coming straight out the gate with that stuff.
Yeah, Robert Vaughn. The legendary Robert Vaughn.
Yep.
Vincent Price.
Oh gosh. That, Alfred Hitchcock and Vincent Price is basically a match made in heaven right there.
Yeah. Robert Redford?
How about Steve McQueen up in here?
Oh yeah, Steve McQueen. He did the television rounds before he made it big into features.
Oh yes. And that's not to mention Peter Laurie. How can I forget Peter Laurie?
Ooh, one of the great film actors, Peter Laurie.
Mm-hmm.
Betty Davis?
Sir Roger Moore.
Oh my God! So this would have been what, around the time of The Saint, probably.
About that, yeah. I mean,
or just
before The Saint. Remember,
yeah.
The Saint did air one season in color.
Okay.
So.
Dean Stockwell. Yeah, you had Al on Al Hitchcock Presents.
Yeah, you're just crazy. And that's not to discount the directors. I mean, let's see. You had Paul Henreid.
Yeah.
Norman Lloyd.
Oh, that one Norman Lloyd from St. Elsewhere?
That Norman Lloyd from St. Elsewhere. He directed 19 episodes. Robert Altman.
Robert Altman?
Robert Altman, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Arthur Hiller.
Hiller.
Yeah, Arthur Hiller. And, of course, the man himself would direct 17 episodes, Alfred Hitchcock would.
He's not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to direct my own show. Of course he's going to direct some episodes of his own show. It has his name on it.
Yep, and 2 of those episodes were actually nominated for Emmys. That was The Case of Mr. Pelham and Lamb to the Slaughter with Barbara Bel Geddes, later of Dallas fame.
So the show aired from CBS from 1955 to 1960 and on NBC from 1960 to 62 before going back to CBS in 62 until 64 and then returning to NBC for its final season in 64. So it bounced around between CBS and NBC over the years.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, it's been rebooted in the 80s, but without Alfred Hitchcock, it was basically a show place for the macabre.
Yeah, it was like the 80s Twilight Zone series.
And the 90s Twilight Zone series. And the 2010s Twilight Zones. Man, the Twilight Zone's been rebooted a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, but at least with Jordan Peele, you kind of have a worthy successor to Rod Serling.
Totally. Oh, yeah, totally. I can totally see that.
I mean, Al Hitchcock Presents. You can't really, because I mean, it's in the name. Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Yep.
It's not you can reboot it with another guy. Okay, so the reruns made a home onto Nick at Night.
Yes, they did, and they were some of the most watched episodes in history. I want to say all 268 episodes aired at one time or another on Nick at Night.
Yeah, that's a lot of episodes.
That is.
But we go to Halloween of 1990, and at the peak of Alfred Hitchcock Presents popularity on Nick at Night, Nick at Night decides we're going to have a contest. We're going to have a special contest for Halloween week, and the contest is going to be, we're going to air a marathon of episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and so the gimmick is going to be, you are going to watch the entire marathon and predict how many people die over the course of this marathon.
And the thing of it is, it's not going to be for one night.
No, it's going to be a week.
It's going to be a week. That is 70 hours.
Yeah.
It's 70.
I mean, it's not like you can go to Wikipedia and find out a list of all the people that died. It's 1990.
Yep. I mean, yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet, have we?
No.
It's like you're gonna have to hope that your best friend's cousins, roommates, fathers, uncles, grandfather is an Alfred Hitchcock historian.
So they have a contest.
They do have a contest.
Yes.
I'm ready for the contest.
Yes, but
Tell me all about the contest.
okay, they have a promo for the contest. But it's unbelievable who they got to plug this contest. Nick at Night.
Who did Nick at Night manage to get to plug this contest? Because this sounds like something that could be just as cheesy as the idea of Nick at Night itself. If you remember, Nick at Night prides itself on cheese. So whoever they would get would have to go cheese for cheese with this contest and this network and this whole idea of running 70 hours of Alfred Hitchcock where you were counting people dying.
They got to help plug this contest.
You're killing me, Greg. You're killing me.
Wink Martindale.
Yes! Sticks the landing. Yes!
Yeah, because who better to plug this contest than Wink Martindale?
Yes. The seminal game show host in 1990.
Yeah, Wink wouldn't have been doing anything around this time.
No, he wouldn't. No, he would have been, 5 years removed from Headline Chasers, and 6 years removed from
Tic-Tac-Toe.
Yeah, 6 years removed from Tic-Tac-Toe, 5 years removed from Headline Chasers. He would have been spending all of his time producing bumper stumpers at the time.
Yep.
Which would, if it's anything like what would pass for producing nowadays, is coming up with the idea, selling the idea, and collecting checks. And he would also be 6 years away from debt on Lifetime. So, again, he wouldn't be doing much of anything, would he? Actually, I'm trying. You know what? Screw it. Let's go to the books.
What are you looking up?
I'm looking at the career of Wink Martindale, which is sad because I should know it off the top of my head.
Wait, was the last word in 88, 89?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so he did that.
Okay, there it is. 1990. You know what he would have been doing?
What was he doing?
Future installments, The Great Getaway Game.
Was that show he did for Travel Channel?
That was the show he did for Travel Channel, and irony of ironies, do you know who hosted the pilot?
Let me guess, Jim Caldwell?
God damn it. You're good.
You said irony, I'm like, it's probably Jim Caldwell because he replaced him on Tic-Tac-Toe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jim Caldwell is going to definitely be a future entry.
Oh yeah, and you know what? That's going to be one we log in for 2021, which is Tic Tac Toe: The Final Season, because I'm sure that Mike's got words for that.
Oh, let me tell you something. All right, Jim Caldwell, no Jim Fowler. No.
You know what? Jim Caldwell, nice guy. I would buy a Rotosip from him. And you know what? We're getting off topic again.
Yeah, we're getting off topic. The important thing we're talking about is the Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest. So we got Wink. He's plugging the contest, and he's here to ask you how many people are going to, croak during this marathon. So there's a number. Oh God, Chico, there's a number you call.
I'm looking at the number. It's in your background.
Yeah, there's a number you call to ask your prediction of how many people are going to die during this marathon.
You know what, Greg? Let's just let the man himself explain.
Oh, yeah, we'll let him explain all the rules and everything.
Here's a clip. It comes to us courtesy of the folks at Viacom.
Nick at Night's Dead Giveaway with host Wink Martindale.
Boy, a lot of people sure have died tonight on Al Hitchcock Presents, haven't they? Some horribly, but they haven't died in vain because they can turn you into a winner. How? Just guess the total number of people who croak in our 140-episode marathon. You can try to watch every show or just take a shot in the dark. Once you've made your guess, call us at 1-800-235-DEAD. There's the number on your screen. Leave your name, address, phone number, and your guess. All correct guesses enter a random drawing to get 13 grand prize winners. Tell them about it, Johnny.
Each winner and a guest will be flown to L.A. and join TV Land stars for a fabulous murder mystery dinner cruise.
The phones will be open until the event ends on Monday, November 4th at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come on, take a stab at it. There's no hitch, only Hitchcock. All week long on Nick at Night's Dead Giveaway.
If you're wondering in the early episodes why we said hashtag 1-800-235-DEAD, this is what we were referring to.
Yeah.
1-800-235-DEAD.
Dead. And you know what? He delivers that line like it's nothing to him, you know?
No.
It's like, yeah, hey, if you want to, don't forget, if you want to call, if you have a guess, just give us your name, and address, phone number, and the guess and call us at 1-800-235-DEAD.
So there are 13.
Ham it up!
Hand it up. So there are 13 grand prize winners for the Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest.
Yes, there is. And do you know what each of those winners would get? Well, they've already said the commercial. Yeah, anyway. Each of those winners would receive a ticket to a murder mystery cruise.
A murder mystery cruise.
It would be like future installment Cluedo.
That's right.
But on a boat.
On a boat. Unfortunately, you wouldn't have Tom Baker on the boat.
Boats need Tom Baker. What can I say?
Yeah. So this is what I want to know. This is one of the unsolved mysteries that I want to know. Okay, what happened on the murder mystery cruise? Because apparently you were on the murder mystery cruise with some Nick at Night stars. What Nick at Night stars were on the murder mystery cruise?
Wait, do you have the details of this cruise or no?
No, I don't. I wish I had the details of this murder mystery cruise.
All I know is that you go on a boat and you solve a murder mystery. It could be either Nick at Night extras or Nick at Night veterans, or for all we know, it could be a bunch of people who showed up to a dinner theater and the guy in charge would be like, okay, you'll do.
That's fine.
That's fine. This is fine.
You probably all the winners probably flew to like New York or L.A. whatsoever.
It was L.A.
It was L.A. All right, get to L.A. Get on a boat. All right, here's this murder mystery cruise. You're probably hanging out with I don't know who you'd hang out with. Like I don't know who would you be hanging out with from Nick.
Well, it beats what was originally offered as one of the as the prize.
Oh yeah, because we found this out courtesy of the Retro Network. They did a blog, I believe it might have been last year or 2 years ago, on the 35th anniversary of Nick at Night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it would be this year because the anniversary of Nick at Night. Nick at Night started in '85. So okay.
So it'd be this year. They would have done one this year. Obviously, somebody at Nick at Night was too much into their Friends reruns. Otherwise, they would have acknowledged it.
Oh yeah.
Like, shut up! I'm watching George Lopez. Leave me alone.
Because nothing says classic TV like George Lopez.
Anyway, so the anniversary. So, thanks to the Retro Network, we found out that the winner was originally supposed to get their own family plot.
What?
Their own, yes. They don't have to worry about where they're going to go when it's time for them to go. They got you. Of course, that was a little tasteless. Yeah, just you think, you know what? You would think a contest about Alfred Hitchcock, nothing would be beyond the pale. Apparently, Standards and Practices thinks differently.
Yeah, Standards and Practices at Viacom are like, what the hell is this?
Really? Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock. It's Alfred Hitchcock. Why not a family plot?
No.
No.
So it was at this point where we took a break in the recording because Chico's sister came into his house to give him his dinner of chicken and such. So if you kind of hear him eating after this, that explains why. Okay, so where were we?
Where were we? A family plot, Greg.
Oh yeah, family plot.
And again, somebody at Viacom had a problem with this. Did somebody at Viacom actually watch the Alfred Hitchcock Presents?
I don't... What do they expect? This is a contest about a show where people die, like, all the time.
People die on Alfred Hitchcock. That's one of the hallmarks, is that shenanigans happens, and then people die.
Yeah, it's Al Hitchcock. What do you expect from something from Alfred Hitchcock?
I mean, and somebody should have known this, because that's the hook of the entire contest.
How many people are going to die while you're watching these episodes? But someone was like, you know what? Let's just have a murder mystery cruise. People love murder mysteries.
They do.
They do love murder mysteries, so...
People still love murder mystery cruises.
I mean, not now. But I mean, I'm sure once the pandemic, whenever that's over, people will be like, you know what? It's safe now. We can go back on murder mystery cruises.
Yep. So, Wink Martindale said it so himself. This was like a jelly bean counting contest, only the jar is filled with cadavers. His words, not mine.
Yep.
And helping him out was, because at this point in Nick at Night's history, it kind of had a fairy, sort of a fairy mascot. I forgot what the mascot's name was, but she was the one who always sang, something.
Was it like a tooth fairy?
Yeah. For something pleasure in every bite, make the switch to Nick at Night, or something. I never got that person's name.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's like a fairy in like polka dots.
Yeah, a black and white fairy.
I don't know. It's just.
Here it is. Oh wait, I found it.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Wink Martindale, because he couldn't do this alone, not for 70 hours. He had help from. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Because around this time would be the Nick at Night brand reruns sort of promotion.
Okay.
And promoting it, being the voice was a fairy, and her name was Dixie the Pixie.
What? Dixie the Pixie?
Dixie the Pixie.
That's a terrible name.
I don't know. Because I'm watching it right now. It just fits in with the kitsch. Because Nick at Night, if nothing else, is all about the kitsch. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the thing. And you want to talk about kitschy, she has the beehive, and her wings are Nick at Night moon logos. Thanks, Fred/Alan.
That is fantastic.
I still have one question.
Yeah?
Did we ever find out how many people died?
Yeah, it's one of the unanswered questions. How many people exactly died during this marathon? You know what? Let's pretend we're in 1990. Okay? Let's pretend it's Halloween week 1990, and we're excited about this Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest. How many people do you think died during this marathon?
Well, I know one person died to start the marathon.
Okay.
Now, there are 140 episodes, but I'm taking the average at about 2.3, you know what, let's just make this easy. 3 people dying on average per episode.
Yes. 3 people dying on average.
On average, and this is just a ballpark figure. So that would come up to about 420 people.
420. So you're gonna say 420 died. 420 people died during.
420, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and say 536 people died during this marathon. I'm just gonna go with a random number. I bet people are dying all over the place during this marathon.
Oh yeah, and we're dying to know.
We are dying to know if someone can give us the exact answer to how many people died during the course of the Alfred Hitchcock Presents marathon. We need to know. But do we know if anyone actually won this contest?
I don't know. That's another one of the unanswered questions of this contest, because I don't remember the promo about the cruise, and I don't remember Wink Martindale mentioning this contest outside of its original airing.
Well, it said the 13 closest, I believe, without going over in the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to be closest to the exact number. So it's
Right.
Price is Right style. So I'm wondering, maybe, because it's probably a good thing that they did it the closest. Because if it was the exact number, I bet you that no one would get it right. No, 13 people wouldn't have gotten it right, and there'd probably be someone still at the phone at Nickelodeon, being like, "I've been waiting 30 years. I've been waiting 30 years for a winner of this contest, and nobody's
That's
won."
probably Wink Martindale. Probably what he was doing when he wasn't shooting debt or something.
Yeah, Viacom was like, "Wink, man the phones. I know it's been like 5 years, but somebody has to have an exact number for how many people died during this." Even though we're not showing Alfred Hitchcock Presents anymore, we're showing like the Munsters and Taxi and all these other shows now. You have to ban the phones, Wink. It's part of your contract.
What about Pixie the Dixie? Can't we get her to man the phones? Pixie the Dixie is a single mom in Reno right now.
Wait, seriously?
I have no idea what Pixie the Dixie is doing right now.
Okay.
I think that's for another episode.
Yeah. Pixie the Dixie. That probably is not going to be a future episode.
No.
But, okay. Do we have any final thoughts about the Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest?
It was a contest and a series of contests to increase brand awareness and audience share of Nick at Night. They're still doing Nick at Night to this day, so it must have worked.
Yeah, except Nick at Night's not really the same as it was when we were young.
No, not even TV Land's that similar.
No, it's now your antenna TVs, your Get TVs that now show all the classic stuff these days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of antenna TV, we're going to be having a show that's featured on antenna TV on our next episode. No spoilers. But yeah, in 1990, the Alfred Hitchcock Presents contest with Wink Martindale was definitely a thing on TV.
For a whole week.
Yes.
From 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. You needed several of the Scotch All My Soaps video cassettes.
Yeah, you had to steal from your mom. My mom would probably be like, Greg, what'd you do with the Scotch All My Soaps video cassette? Now I can't watch the episode of General Hospital I recorded.
Oh, you know what happened in that episode, Mom! But in case you missed what happened on that episode or any of our previous 100 episodes, you can always go back and listen to them again on itwasathingontv.com. Or, of course, where other fine podcasts can be streamed and downloaded.
You can find us where? On Spotify?
Google, Apple,
yes.
Stitcher,
yes, can't forget of it, Stitcher.
and of course, at our website at itwasathingontv.com. And of course, there you can also find more about the show, more about us, our previous episodes, and all of our social media feeds. From Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and right now, select episodes streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we're all over the place, baby.
That's right. You can find our YouTube channel. Just go to the YouTubes, search itwasathingontv.com. Boom, every episode right there.
And the best thing about it is you can comment us. You can tell us your thoughts. You can give us your input, what you liked about the show, what you didn't like about the show. And speaking of what you liked and what you didn't like, please remember when you rate and review, 5 stars only. 5 stars.
Yeah. Well, here's
nothing less. We are desperate for your approval.
Yeah, on iTunes, yes. I think I turned comments off on all the YouTube videos.
Oh, boy. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Believe me. You know how they say don't read the comments on YouTube?
Don't read the comments on YouTube.
Yeah, that's my point. Don't read the comments on YouTube. So I'm not even going to bother. As Chico is eating his chicken.
Yeah. It's teriyaki chicken.
Yeah. Where'd you get that, by the way?
B-dubs. Which I probably won't be going to for a while now.
Why? What happened at B-dubs?
I was supposed to get the boneless wings.
Oh, no. What a tragedy. Chico didn't get his boneless wings.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, Greg alluded to it earlier this episode, but next time we're going to talk more about it because it's a show that probably would have worked had everyone else worked. Not the star, but everyone else.
Everyone else around the star.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is something that you can see now on Antenna TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you'll find out more about it in our next episode, episode 103. But until then, this has been me, Greg, and that was Chico as he's passionately eating his chicken wing.
Almost done.
Almost done. We'll see you next time right here for another episode of It Was a Thing on TV. Wow!
That concludes our story. Scenes of next week's play will be on view in a few minutes. One last word in behalf of my cemetery and funeral business. I'm running a special this week, a combination 10-day Caribbean cruise and a burial at sea. It's quite popular. As we learn this evening, the law of double jeopardy protects the criminal from having to face the same charge more than once. No such mercy is shown the television viewer. In other words, here is another commercial.